So for you Aries, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. So things have been kind of crazy for you. I'll say this. The Page of Pentacles represents the other person, right? And and them thinking about coming back to you for a long time and trying to say what's up. And the Eight of Pentacles is about how a lot of you are focused, right? This was them thinking about coming back to you, saying sorry for a long time, while you haven't been in contact with them for some time. I'm not going to say a very long time, but for some time. You're not going after these people. You're not trying to reach out. You're not trying to say what's up. You want nothing to do with them. The Nine of Pentacles represents you doing your own thing. You have your own life to live, your own story to tell, right? Your own experiences. And these people now are coming back around to say hi, say what's up, reach out, see what's going on with you, Aries. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man is about, because the situation for you, Aries, is that you're definitely not going back to them, though. Even though they're saying what's up, a lot of you, Aries, are very much so being patient. Now, I'll say part of the reason why this person was so wary about reaching back out to you, Aries, in the first place was they possibly felt like you were gonna essentially let them have it. You were gonna tell them F off, right? Like stick up the middle finger and tell them F off. That's what it is that they thought that you would say to them. But the mere fact that they have reached out and you haven't necessarily said anything to them or even shown them even a little bit of anger is what is surprising to them. Because the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man represents you are truly done. You're done emotionally. You're not going back and forth with these people. The Wheel of Fortune, and I'll tell you why. The Wheel of Fortune is about, the merry-go-round. The wheel. The wheel is, they're just going to go around and around and around and around and around, because how many times have you in the past potentially tried to do this with them? Once, twice? How many times maybe once, but how many times as you're getting to know these people, did they betray your trust within that one long relationship you had with them? Once, twice, three times. So it's a merry-go-round. It's a circus. So, and a lot of you Aries know that. A lot of you Aries know, why would you give them another chance when they have consistently shown you that they do not want to show up for you? Their own desires and what they've got going on is worth more to them factually than it is to you, than they say to you in hypothesis or theory. So now the Hanged Man is about, and that's what's scaring them. That's what has them confused. The idea that a lot of you Aries are very patient, quiet. Maybe they have gotten a side of you where you were talkative, because Aries can be very talkative. Not that I have a problem with that. But most people think that Aries are angry individuals. I mean, yeah, a lot of you Aries can be, but that's when it is that somebody presses a button and they get you started. If you're that type. But and Aries gets really quiet though sometimes. And Aries gets conspicuously quiet, to the point where you'll have to turn around and be like, why are you so quiet? And the thing I'm trying to tell y'all, and the thing about it is that the Hanged Man represents, this is the way that you Aries are right now with them. With them giving you a call or a text, being or reach back from Facebook or Instagram or whatever. You Aries being very quiet. Say what? Hold on. What'd you say? What'd you say? No, I'm making videos. Yeah. I'm making videos right now. My family members, right? It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. But anyway, so they wanted to know what it is that I was doing. So I don't edit my videos, so it is what it is. But anyway, so you're being very cool, calm, collected. And the situation for you, Aries, is that's what somebody knocking on my door now? And I apologize, Aries. I don't mean for all these interruptions and stuff like this, but like as I said before, pets, family members, people that I know. So I apologize. But look, so for you, Aries, right? Okay. This is what is getting this person to feel like this is so very unusual to them, because it is. They are not really they don't know how to deal with you when you're quiet. Most people don't know how to deal with quiet people. Quiet, observant, not necessarily causing trouble per se, just quiet people in general. So the thing is that because they don't know, right, the Judgment, the Ten of Swords, and the Moon, they don't know that those people, they try to reach out, but they don't know that you've talked to them, and in talking to some of them, you have already made the judgment. Some of you may not even decide to talk to them. Some of you may be like, hey, what's going on with you? And then they try to come back and say what's up to you another time, a second time, right? And then you, Aries, are just not saying anything to them again. Because you've already made your judgment. Why would you decide to go back to them and you already know what's happening? You already know what has happened in the past. So if history tells a tale, they'll do it again in the future. And a lot of you Aries are looking at it like this. The Ten of Swords and the Moon represents, they didn't even expect the fact that when you ghosted them, they thought that. So maybe you may have talked to them, like I said, one time when they reached back, when they said, hey, right? They reached back out saying hi. And then they tried to do it again. And then you Aries is like, not going to say anything. Going to be quiet. And the Ten of Swords is them like, they're feeling it. The Ten of Swords is them like, oh my gosh, how could you do this? Why did you do this? Why is this happening? Why did you do that? Right? They're feeling it. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I can't get a hold of you now. But again, like, I mean, the two of you have already tried to make it work. You know, how are they gonna try to come back after a breakup sometime later? You Aries don't owe them anything. You don't owe them anything. And you're demonstrating that you don't owe them anything by deciding to leave them alone and not reaching back out again. The Nine of Wands and the Two of Cups. So they're really upset. They're really kind of, again, they don't know what to think or what to say. They don't know anymore. They don't know you. They thought that they knew you at one point, where they did, but they don't understand that you're not being cold. You have, with no ego, you have given up. There's a difference between, I don't know if you Aries know this, but there's a difference between, let me know in the comment section if you understand this, but there's a difference between being upset and wanting the person to leave, and being dispassionate and being done with a person and just being like, you don't care if the person calls you. You don't care if the person tells you that they like you. You don't care if you don't care. And that's where a lot of you Aries are with them. You don't care about them one way or the other. You don't care if they reach back out. You didn't care before. You had a 9 of Pentacles. You are already doing your own thing before some of these goofy individuals decided to reach back out. You don't care. And why should you? Again, you don't owe them anything, and you already tried to make it work the first time. You gave them a fair chance. They blew it. And this is these two cards represent their frustration, right, in general, because they wanted to be with you. And they were hoping to kind of get in good with you again, to where the two of you can actually be something. And that's what the 2 of Cups represent. The 9 of Wands represents their frustration and them not knowing what you're doing, and them being, quite frankly, in shock because you Aries essentially cut them off without you being disrespectful or mean or cruel. You just went on about your business. You may have given them one time to talk to you, but then they're calling back out and you haven't picked up the phone again. So let's clarify some of these cards, yo. That's wild. Let's clarify the 6 of Cups. The Empress, the 7 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, to clarify the 6 of Cups. So they know they represent the 7 of Wands. They know that they had to approach this situation. They had to approach you well. They had to think about it because they knew if they came at you from a perspective like they were all familiar with you and y'all are on talking terms and laughing and having fun, they knew that things weren't going to go well for them. They knew that they would have got their butts kicked and handed to them on a silver platter, because you Aries, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you Aries would have let them know, like, who are you? You would have told them that. You would have been like, well, who are they to be telling you anything, to be acting like they're so familiar with you, where the two of you are on talking terms and friendly. It's like, no. Let's clarify the Moon. The Hermit, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Tower. Once again, the King of Pentacles and the Tower, they didn't expect you to just ghost. They thought that you Aries would at least been around at least a few more times. They didn't even, and it's tripping their head up about how they talked to you before, and they was convinced that the two of you was on good terms, even though you Aries didn't actually say that. The Hermit and the Queen of Cups is about how, because you understand more now, you know better than to take them back. You've already been with them before. So what are we doing? Why be with a person? I was about to say group of people, but that's in a general sense. But why be with somebody that you already know, you and them are hardly compatible, and it doesn't work because they can't play their role. They don't know what they bring to the table. They want to essentially constantly be in the forefront all the time, and this is where it is that you have too many chiefs and not enough Indians, Let's clarify the 2 of Cups. You have the 9 of Swords, King of Wands, the Lovers, and then you have the 5 of Pentacles. That's what I'm talking about. The Nine of Swords and the King of Wands is about, yet again, here they are going down memory lane. Like, they know that the relationship between you and them in the past was tumultuous. It wasn't very good. But the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles, they was hoping to actually fix some of the issues between the two of you. But again, you Aries don't care about that, though. They didn't really think that you Aries would literally leave them like the way that you did. But that's pretty much it, though. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.